Hi Genevieve, it was great to have you on Breakfast this morning. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Look forward to seeing you again very soon.
All right, well, most of us spend about a third of our lives at work, but work as we know it is an ever-changing beast.
Working hard to make a living.
A job for life for one company man. Be loyal to the boss and you'll be looked after. Well, those were the good old days.
He's a working class man.
People clocked in and clocked out. They got paid extra for working overtime and at the weekends. 1948 marked the start of the 40-hour working week here in Australia. These days, employees can easily notch up double that. Plenty of people make a living from multiple part-time gigs. In fact, almost half of all Australians are in non-permanent jobs. It's a world of Twitter, flat-pack furniture, short-term relationships and ultra-short attention spans. It seems people have trouble committing these days. So the idea of going steady scares the shifts out of you? Well then how about finding a job for just one shift? One company is helping people do just that. Oh, yes, fabulous. There you go. I was just chatting to Genevieve there. Genevieve George from OneShift Managing Director joins us now. Now, Genevieve, OneShift. It sounds like a really interesting idea. How does it actually work?
Well, basically, Catherine, it's a platform rather than an agency, and it works like a dating website. So you can go on and say, this is what I'm looking for, and this is what I need right now, or it could be sometime next week. But you can say, look, I want someone who's got an RSA, 2 years experience, and has worked 3 years in, or lives in Sydney, sorry. And you can then post that job, and it automatically goes through the system and finds people who match all that criteria. And so that saves, the employer a lot of time of actually having to sift through resumes and actually decide, is this resume real? Is this person actually telling the truth on this resume? Then when people apply for the jobs, they can actually see a profile photo, a video of them actually introducing themselves, their resume and associated documents like their actual RSA certificate, which is always helpful to see for an employer.
Okay, so you're speaking RSA, Responsible Service of Alcohol. So this is generally, is it just the hospitality industry or is it across all industries? What sort of people are looking for jobs on this website?
Well, we originally started 2 months ago saying, look, let's go Sydney, hospitality, very easy. But we've had a sign-up period for the last 2 months and somehow it's just grown, and people from Perth, for example, have signed up. A 60-year-old who wants a career change, or a business in North Queensland who wants a valuer 2 days a week. So the dynamics and the demand there is completely changing very quickly, which is great.
So is it just a one-shift thing, or is it more that you just said someone was looking for someone 2 days a week, someone was looking for a career change? Is it logical and realistic to think that someone would just go for one shift? Could you spend so much time training one person up just for one shift anyway?
I think the point of it really is that it is dynamic and it can change to suit your needs, because the business market at the moment, businesses really need to remain dynamic for the peaks and troughs of business life and the seasonal changes. So it really allows a business to go as little as one shift, or, I want someone 2 days a week, or for somebody's maternity leave. It's just anything really than a full-time career choice. So it allows people to kind of have that flexibility, especially for Gen Y people. I know for myself, to actually go, you know what, I want to be a lawyer for the rest of my life. That's a big commitment. I don't think I'm ready for that. I don't know about other people, but it helps businesses and it helps employees change and have an actual life outside of just work.
Are the checks and balances the same as what they would be as opposed to going through, say, a temp agency for an employer?
Well, it's $20 a job post, which in plain terms, that's an hour's work in the hospitality industry. So it's competitive pricing. It's 24/7, which is unheard of in this industry, and there's no ongoing costs. So if you find someone, you might find Paul as a TV presenter and like what he does and say, you know what, I want to keep him full time. Come on in, permanent casual.
And now there's a rating system at the end, so the employer can go on and rate the employee. Has that been, that's a very different thing in this day and age, and has that been a success, that side of the business?
Well, we're actually, big news everyone, we're turning it on today, so you're first to know.
Oh, okay.
And so, but for everyone, we've been filling at the moment through our Facebook, through sneaky shifts, because people can't wait to actually get people urgently. People have been reviewing staff, and if they turn up on time, do a good job, they give them a great star rating, and it puts the onus back on the employees, because in this day and age, you've got people are quite lazy and don't want to put in that effort, and there's no real rating system or they don't really get they're not accountable for what they do. So it really puts it back on them. They don't get a good star rating. Nobody uses them. So it makes them really work hard for that.
And just really quickly, you've got an app coming out too that is quite special because it's going to land someone a job in the area that they're actually in then and there.
Yeah, so if you travel around Australia, especially for backpackers and uni students, you know, a uni student might go to university, college in another city and then come home for, X amount of weeks a year. The GPS system will actually pick up where they are and say, okay, this is your resume, but we know you're in this city, do you want these jobs? Or you're available at these times in this location, do you want these jobs? So you can really pick and choose to suit your lifestyle. And it really is great for employers because they've always got a constant flow of qualified people, which is great.
A great idea. Genevieve, George, thank you very much for joining us. I've got to ask you, is it turning a profit? Yeah?
Not yet.
Not
It's
yet.
free for the next month, so go hard placing jobs, have a feel for it. You might find some new presenters or some new receptionists. Anything.
Thank you very much, Genevieve.
Thank you,
Thank you
Genevieve.
very
They don't need new presenters here, Genevieve. They've found us already. Here's something I know. Your dress is in at the moment. I'm right, aren't I?
Neons.
What were we saying the other day? Neon is so in.
Thank you.
Yeah,
We had
neon
the
is so
David
in.
Jones parade last night, tonight, a lot of neon.
I've now given you my entire fashion knowledge.
Yes.
In one line, I've expended the whole fashion knowledge.